When I was a kid, I used to love playing with Ouija boards. And the older I got, the more I heard, you're not supposed to do that. You better leave that stuff alone. That causes problems. And I'm like, you're telling me this game I bought at Toys R Us, Milton Bradley can summon a demon. No, I don't believe that. I don't even know if I believe in
demons. So all you got to do is, you remember the How It's Made program on Discovery Channel?
I remember... I know of it.
So they profile different products and you watch them on the assembly line to see how they're put together. So if you watch the Ouija board being put together, if it went from like cardboard to little plastic filament and it went under a pyramid where some kind of like crystal was projecting some kind of energy into it, then it would make sense that they put the energy in it. That's a Ouija board that's working. But if it's a piece of cardboard and you have to like give it its spiritual value, it's probably just a piece of cardboard.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. For years, when I was a kid, my friend and I would play with Ouija boards, or we called it an angel board. It's basically the same thing, but we would make it ourselves. Piece of cardboard, you write the alphabet, you write numbers on it, you find a glass or something you can see through, and you try to summon spirits or whatever. For years, it worked. And we were freaked out. Every sleepover, we would have our friends there, and this thing would move and talk, and it was like somebody named AJ that we talked to for a couple of years, and all these creepy things would happen. And I would say maybe in high school, my friend finally admitted she was always moving it. And I said, but what about when this happened? What about, because there was like a coincidental thing that happened that freaked us all out one time. And she was like, that was a coincidence, but I was moving it. I was always moving it. And I'm like, you son of a... I was so disappointed.
Listen, at the Ouija board table, there is always the naive who's there along for the ride. Then there are the people who are finding out who their asshole friend is. And that's all we're doing is we're trying to figure out which one of the friends is actually moving it.
I don't even know if I'd say I was the naive. I was just I really want this to work. And deep down, I know it's not, but it's fun.
You just didn't change the term at all. I'm sorry.
It was fun. I was like...
But if you wanted a test to find out which one of your friends were assholes, a Ouija board is really it.
Yeah.
So here's what happens. You're like, let's all pick up our hands and see whose hands are still touching it, and that's the asshole that's moving it. Let's test them to find out which one. Yeah. Every friend group has that jerk. Every one of them.
It was so fun though. And everybody tells me that's not fun. That's bad news. It's you're feeding into this dark side and you're giving it what it wants by showing that you're curious. And I'm just like, Am I though?
So anybody listening to this that wants to do the Ouija board, here's what you do. Get the same group of friends, right? Mm-hmm. And put the little puck in the middle and say, listen, demon bitch, we're not touching it. If you're not a pussy, use your energy to move this thing without any of us touching it. And if anybody out in our listening audience can say it moved without anybody touching it, give me video proof. Otherwise, it's one of your asshole friends and it doesn't work.
Well, not just video proof. I want to watch it. Because to me, like, what if there's a fishing line? What if this video is edited? Again, I'm very skeptical. But that would be cool.
100% it's the asshole friend.
Yeah.
I don't think
I've never seen it actually work.
Demons have jobs, right? And they're very serious. And they're not going to dick around while you're playing your Hasbro Ouija board and contribute. They're not down for that.
From Toys R Us.
They're not. They're going to wait for a more opportune moment than some dipshit teenagers to communicate with. Like, what's the worst impact that they can have in the world by communicating from the least of our society? You're not going to pick teenagers.
And making it so obvious. I feel like if there is evil... if there are evil entities in the world, would they not be more, what's the word? Manipulative, more, they're going to, do something that will work a little better than being obvious.
They're going to select politicians, as they always have throughout history, to get stuff done. So your politics, let's do a test on them to see how demonic they are.
Yeah.
Just a little dig. That was a good one.